All right, so Sony's back on the bench, the 6060. And what I'm going to do today is see if I can figure out the power switch. So I bypassed it to listen to it. The receiver has been performing well, but I want to see if I can figure out what in the heck the power switch is doing. And it's a very common problem on these. I don't know that it's a mechanical issue with the switch itself, I think. And when I say the switch itself, I mean like the switch assembly. And once I get to the switch, I'll explain that. Got a new camera. First footage I'm taking with it, so we'll see how this goes. So what I've done to the power switch that's in here, and I'm going to have to, I think I have to remove the face plate to pull that out. But I basically jump. So this red wire here, I'm just jumping the contacts for the power switch, and I do believe that I have to remove the face. So let's see if I can do it. I think this is going to be kind of an involved process here. Yeah, it's going to take me a minute. So I'm going to do that off camera and I'll come back. All right, so here is the area, excuse me, the area we're going to focus on, where the power switch is. And I'll explain what I think might be going on with this one. I hope I have a replacement, but I'm not holding out much hope. So power switch issues are common with these, from what I understand. So let's see if I can pull that out of there. I need to remove this twist tie. If I can remove this twist tie, is it a twist tie? That's interesting. No, it's like it's a knot. Oh my goodness. I may have to just cut it. Yeah, it's like a, that's weird. Plastic knot. Okay, let's move that out of the way. Let's see if we can pop this switch out. All right, so what my theory is on this switch. So it moves, right? And what is supposed to happen is this is supposed to make contact with I believe, well, maybe not. Maybe I really don't know how this switch works. Oh, there it is. So here, this makes contact with a part of the switch down here, and is pushed in. So this Omron switch, this brown switch right here, the part that is supposed to that's supposed to go in and out and switch it on and off is in the down position. So, and I think, let me look at the faceplate. So on is up. So right now that should be pushed out, but it's not. It's stuck in the down position. Now I have switches like this. I just don't know if they'll fit. I think I have one left. And I'll show you the switch that I'm talking about. Because I'm always moving the case around for it. And what do you want to bet that I moved it somewhere and I don't know where it is? Oh no. And it'll make it easier to explain what's going on here. All right, so here's the switch. And here's the portion. Right? That's what it's not doing right now. If you look at the switch, it's stuck down. So something on this switch is broken on the inside. Now this is a 125 let's see, 5 amp. So this is a 12 amp, 125, 250. Or is that half amp? Oh, I think it's 5. But you know, I don't know. Yeah, so what's supposed to happen with this is that switch, see how that little nub comes out? So gravity will push it out. So something is broken on the inside of that switch. And what I wanted to see was what this model number is, because I want to see what this is actually rated at. And see if I can find a V15. I'm pretty, I mean, I don't think it's 12 amps. That's insane to me. But I'm going to have to look to see what that is, what this is actually rated at. So V15, 1A104, 1A104. Yeah, and see what that is. Because I just don't think this one, it would fit in there, but I don't know that this one will work. So let me check into that and I will come back. So I have this switch here. I just don't know if this will work for it. So I put out a question on Audio Karma. I guess I can see if I can figure out how many amps that's pulling there. Maybe I'll do that. This is just, what is that? Trying to figure out what this wire's doing. Oh, so I may plug it in just to see what we got going on here in terms of amperage. Sorry, I don't know where the record button is on my new camera. All right, so I'm going to swap that switch in just to see. This is a 5 amp fuse. So I'm thinking 5 amp switch, 5 amp fuse. I'm wondering if maybe overseas is a higher amperage, but I did put a question out on Audio Karma about it, so we'll see if somebody responds. So first I'm going to remove my jumper wire, and make sure it's unplugged. That would not be good. Might see some sparks if I were to just kind of ignore that. Okay, so that white wire. Then what I want to do is just kind of replace wire at a time on here. Clean this up a little bit. So I think I'm going to probably speed through this portion. I may have to clean my soldering gun too. Again, trying to find the record button. All right, moment of truth. I got it installed. Now I'm going to have to kill the lights because my dim bulb goes through my lamps here. My bench lamp. So let's see. So lights are on. If I hit this, it should go off. And they go off. So I think we are good. Now I want to mount this back into, and that's unplugged. I need to mount it back into the assembly here. Like so. No. It's got to go like... I got it all twisted. I think it needs to go because that is on. Get this oriented the way it's supposed to be. No, it goes like this. Then, so there it's on, no, there it's off. Yeah, I think that's right. Let me see. I have to review the video, see how this was. Oh, shoot. aligned in there. I think that's correct though. So when the switch is up, it's in the on position because it closes that. And then when the switch is down, it is off. So that's, yeah, so that's off and that's on. So the switch is open, but it's not. So there it's definitely, and it's not switching off. So I think I need to bend this. Yeah, this little switch here. So right now it would just be off the entire time. It should be on. So this piece here has to come out just a little bit more. Yeah. Because that should be up. So that's on. And then that's off when it clicks it down. So I think I just need to straighten out this spring a little bit. Sorry, I'm just kind of verbally processing what I need to do here. Yeah, because otherwise it's going to be off all the time. So that should be on, and that's off. That's for sure off. Let me see what is actually going on. So that should be on. Move this around here. So that should be on. So if I do this and then do this, so right now it's off, and that needs to open up a little bit there. All right, let me work on that and I'll come back. All right, so I think I got it. Let me see what's going on. So I'm going to shut the light off, plug this in, turn the light on, and right now it's in the on, well, it's in the off position. So no lights, right? There are no lights down here. Now lights are on. So, I think I got it. Now I will wait for some confirmation on some folks just to make sure, but I think I'm seeing this correctly. I think I am seeing this correctly. Oh my goodness, I got that snubber cap touching another board here, and I don't want that. Oh, and that solder is loose on the snubber cap. So I need to touch that up, but I'm going to do that and then I'll put this together. The snubber cap's a little bit loose on this one post. I got to get some solder in there. So I think I'm going to call this part good. I'm going to put it back together, put the face back on, clean this up, and that'll be it for replacing the power switch. And then we'll go on to whatever I'm going to do next on this. I don't even know what that is. I think I need to clean the controls and do some of that stuff on it while I've got it open, so maybe I'll just pick up there. Again, I can't find the damn record button on my camera. Oh my gosh. I should do a review on this camera because it is, and now it's doing something else. All right, so power switch has been replaced. Depending upon how long that segment was, I may or may not tack this onto it. So you may be seeing power switch replacement and switch cleaning, or you may just see the power switch replacement either together or apart, together or separate. Now I know I had some issues when I was testing this out with some of these controls here. So I'm going to clean these. I can actually do 2 at a time here. Clean these. I'm going to clean these other switches. I don't remember if I did like a really good control cleaning on this. And I don't want to jinx myself, but I just won a 6120, a Sony STR 6020 off of eBay. So my receiver search is complete. It's the one receiver that I really wanted. And I got it at what I think is a decent price. Supposedly it's working. We will see. But yeah, I'm super stoked about that. Super stoked. And I can get to these. I'm positive I didn't do these, because I don't remember having to come in from that weird angle on these. And I think I might be able to get, I know I can get treble. I think I can get bass without taking that all the way apart. Let's see if I can get that in there. Yeah, I think I can get it. Gonna be a little bit of spray and pray here, but I think I got that down in there. Here. Oh yeah, I got it in there. It loosened up. So I'm going to continue cleaning all these switches, and then I'm going to put this back together. Yeah, I'll just put this as one big piece, power switch and control cleaning. So I'll do this. I'll reassemble it. I'll keep that on camera. I'll just speed through all of it, and then we will plug this in and listen to it and see how it sounds. Trying to find the button. There it is. I don't know if you saw me wrestling with this balance control over here, but man, this is a weird design. So it's like 2 pieces. There's the control part, which is kind of like a semicircle, and it's a gear that meshes with another gear here, and they weren't aligned. So I had to realign them. That's a different way to set that up. I tell you what, this thing is just a beautiful, I mean, again, I mentioned this in the first part. This is every bit as nice as a Macintosh on the inside. I mean, the way the boards are laid out, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to attach some speakers to this, and we are going to give it a listen. Let me make sure my power switch is still working. Yep. So that looks good. So let's get some sound going, and I'm going to give this a listen. Make sure it's working. All right, so got it connected to the stereo to FM, and I tell you what, the sound of this thing is just
free iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good. It's game day at Jim's house, and the spread is.
It is just. It's fantastic. There's something about these old Sonys that I just absolutely love. I have an 1120 that I'm working on that's kind of possessed by the devil right now. I got to figure a bunch of stuff out on that. I have, hopefully the 6120 will make it to me without suffering any shipping damage. Really looking forward to get into that, but man, there's something about the sound of these old Sonys that just to my ears is like perfection. And I don't quite know what it is, but man, they're just awesome. Now, in terms of what I might do in the future on this, this thing is late 60s. Maybe a recap would be in order. So that'll be a follow-on. That'll be some follow-on videos. But I think for right now, I'm just going to enjoy this thing. I mean, I'm not hearing there's nothing that I hear that causes me any immediate concern. Knock on wood, fingers crossed that it stays that way. But for right now, I think this is just fantastic. Just absolutely fantastic. So that'll wrap it up for what I think this is probably part 2 on the Sony STR 6060F. Yeah, I think that's all I have for this part. So, as always, if you like what you see, like, hit, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.